Hi students, we are now looking at the algebra lessons for diploma students, engineering mathematics 1. This is where we stopped in the last class, chapter 1.2, applications of matrices and determinants. Okay. Before proceeding any further, let's see what is minor of an element. The minor of an element is the determinant obtained by deleting the row and column in which the element occurs. For example, if you want to find the minor for A1, you need to delete this row and this column. Let's do that. Okay, delete this row. Fair enough. Delete this column. That is also good. The remaining elements are B2, C2, B3 and C3. If you find the determinant of then this is nothing but the minor. Okay, B2 C3 minus C2 B3 is your minor. In the same way, if you want the minor of 2 of the matrix given here, then you need to delete this row, right, and this column. Fair enough, right? Okay, then the remaining elements will be 0 minus 1 or 8 minus 2. Okay, so minor of 2 is nothing but plus 8. That's good. What is cofactor then? Cofactor of an element is defined as the signed minor. Okay, so cofactors are very useful in finding the determinants of matrices, square matrices of the order more than 2, that is 3 by 3, 4 by 4 and so on. Okay, let's define what is cofactor. Cofactor of aij, where I corresponds to the row number, j corresponds to the column number, is nothing but minus 1 whole power I plus j, okay, into minor of aij. You got the point, right? So for example, you want the minor of a1. Okay, you already know you need to delete this row and this column. Okay, again you want me to do, no problem, we will do that. Okay, then these elements b2 c2, okay, b2 c2 b3 c3 are the minor elements of a1. What about the sign for cofactor? Minus 1 whole power, this is a11. Okay, first row first column, so 1 plus 1. Okay, minus 1 whole square is positive, so this is the cofactor. Okay, is nothing but the signed minor. So adjoint of a matrix, the adjoint of a square matrix A is the transpose of the matrix, which is formed by replacing each element with the corresponding cofactor. Got the point? Nothing but is the transpose of the matrix, which is formed by replacing each element with the corresponding cofactor. So method to find the adjoint of the order 3 or order 2. Okay, let's say A is a square matrix of order 3. Find the cofactor of all the elements of K. Form the matrix by replacing all the elements of A by the corresponding cofactor of A. Then take the transpose of that matrix, then we get adjoint A. Okay, alright, let's go for a 2 by 2 example. The cofactor of each element you need to find. One, what is the cofactor? Minus 1 whole power mhm, 1 plus 1, that is plus 5 only. Okay, if you delete this one you will remain with the 5 only, right? Similarly, what is 3? 3 6, what about sign? Minus 1 whole power, first row second column, so 1 plus 2, right? So this is minus 6. What about 6, cofactor of 6? Delete this one and this one, again minus sign, minus 3. Okay, now what about 5? Delete this one and this one, or remain with 1. Sign is positive because that is second row second column. Okay, two even numbers, minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2 is positive number, so 1. So this is cofactor. Now you transpose this matrix, you will get adjoint, that is 5, minus 3 here, minus 6 here, 1 here. See, this is very important in finding the inverse of a matrix. You got the point? So find the adjoint of the matrix. We will proceed in the same way, whatever it may be, right? You want adjoint, so find the cofactors. First, you need to check whether the rank is 3 or not. How to check? Find the determinant. Determinant shouldn't be equal to 0. Okay. Okay. Every cofactor you found, you placed it here. Okay. And the inverse of the transpose of the cofactor is nothing but adjoint A. Okay. A singular matrix and a non-singular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be singular if the matrix det A equal to 0. A square matrix is said to be non-singular matrix if that A is not equal to 0. That's good. The inverse exists only for non-singular matrix. Okay, so that the matrix is a non-singular matrix. Yeah, that is pretty simple. You find the determinant 10 minus 12, that is minus 2, so not equal to 0. So it is non-singular matrix. What about this? This is a singular matrix, right? So inverse of a matrix, let A be non-singular matrix. If there exists a square matrix B such that AB equal to BA equal to I, then B is called the inverse of matrix A. Okay, when you multiply A with any other matrix B, okay, it should get idempotent matrix I, where I is the unity matrix of the same order. Okay, if it is 2 by 2, I should be 2 by 2. If it is 3 by 3, this should be 3 by 3. And also it is denoted by A inverse. Okay, so inverse of matrix A is defined A inverse equal to 1 by det A into adjoint A when det A is not equal to 0. When det A equal to 0, it won't exist. Okay, inverse won't exist. Inverse of a matrix is unique. A into A inverse or A inverse into A equal to I. AB whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. A transpose whole inverse equal to A inverse transpose. Okay, let's find the inverse of A. First, what you need to do, you need to find det. 4 plus 3, 7 is the det. What is adjoint? For this 2, okay, for this 2, okay, 2, 2. What about this? Here you got plus 1, okay, that has to be placed here only, okay. Now you got here minus 3, that has to be placed here only, okay. That means we did the transpose also. 1 by 7, 1 by that a, and this is the your inverse. Okay, you got the point. Similarly, you can find inverse of any 2 by 2 matrix. Now 3 by 3 also, it's not complicated, even though it exists. So you need to find the first you need to find the cofactors of each element and then find transpose. Okay, that is the best way. Otherwise, whatever the cofactor you're finding, okay, if you place it in the uh, same place, you will get adjoint. Okay, not to transpose at that time. Let's say a11 you are finding cofactor, you place the element at a11 only. Okay, now you are finding the uh, cofactor of a12. Where is a12? Where is a12? That is 3, right? Right. 4 4 1 1. So we need to do the transpose. Okay, right. A inverse is 1 by det A into adjoint A. Now there is one more exercise, one more problem, example problem, where the det A becomes 0. When det A becomes 0, A is a singular matrix, so inverse of A doesn't exist. Find the adjoint of the matrix 5 to 10 4. Adjoint means you already know, right? The cofactor, cofactor, what to say? Transpose. Transpose of the cofactor matrix is your adjoint matrix, right? That is what we learn. So that is 4, first element. Second one is 10. Okay. This first you need to do this one. This is minus 2. So minus 2. Wait. Oh yeah, minus 2. Mm-hmm. That's good. All right. For 2, mm-hmm, it is minus 10. So minus 10 here. 4, it is 5. So what I did already transpose. You need not to transpose it again. Okay. Minus 10 will appear here. Minus 2 will appear here. We just transpose it, right? So this is the adjoint matrix. Okay. We got the adjoint matrix. Are you sad? Are you okay with it? Yes. This matrix, they asked us to find the adjoint. Okay. I'm not going to do this one. I'm leaving it for you. Why like that? Because anyway we are finding inverse here, right? There I need to find adjoint, so there I will show. Mm-hmm. Prove that AB transpose equal to B transpose A transpose. These multiplication things you can easily do, so I'm leaving it for you. This inverse thing, which is I'm particularly interested in, I'm doing it right now. uh, hmm, Let me go to some other sheet because the space may not be sufficient here, right? Right, let's use this one. Uh-huh. What is A? Let me get A first. A. Yes. A equal to, oh, somewhere I wrote 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3, all are 2 by 2's here. Oh yeah, this is 3 by 3. Since I already wrote 3 by 3, I can use it, right? Right. Okay, this is, yeah. Yeah. No, not allowed. Okay. Oh, why is it so? Fair enough, no problem. We'll somehow manage to do it. But what are the elements? That is a good question. Where is it? Right. Elements are 1 minus 1 1. Okay, 1 minus 1 1 1. No space, no space, no space, no. Okay, already space is given. So minus 1 1. All right. Then this is 2 minus 3 minus 3. Okay, 2 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 or minus 3. That is also fair enough. 6 minus 2 or minus 1. 6 minus 2 minus 1. It is already minus 1. We need not to do it again. Okay, right. Then we what we need to do first, we need to check whether this matrix is singular or not, or anyway in the inverse formula that is there. So anyway you need to find that, right? So let's find that of A. All right, equal to, what is that of A equal to? Let's quickly find out that. 1 into this is what, 3 3 3 minus 6 minus 3. Okay, right, plus 1 into, no, 1 into, I'm going along this line. Okay, to find the determinant. uh, okay, minus 2 minus 2 plus 9. I would have chosen any row or any column. I would prefer to choose either second row or third row because see, anyway these are ones, multiplication will become easier. But you need to get acquainted with one row first. Okay, that is the reason why I chose first row. Okay, plus 1 into mhm, minus 4 plus 18, right, minus 4 plus 18. Okay, we will keep it here. Is that correct? Plus 1 into minus 4 plus 18, that is correct. So minus 3 plus 7 plus 14 equal to, yes, only one negative, right, 21 minus 3, 18. So this is the determinant that A is not equal to 0, so this is not a singular matrix. Okay, now we'll proceed with the cofactor matrix of A. Okay, we'll find the transpose later. Let's find cofactor. Okay, that would be easier thing to do. Cofactors of each and every element we need to find, right? So that we'll do cofactor of A, cofactor matrix of A. That is what I meant by cofactor of A. Okay, anyway, I'm going to uh, do like this way. Okay, again going somewhere, we somehow adjusted that. Fine. What about 1? 1 is you already know, minus 3 plus 6, minus 6 minus 3. So this element is minus 3. Okay, what about minus 1? Minus 1 also we did, minus 7 plus 7, minus 2 plus 9. Okay, so that becomes minus 7. Okay, by minus 7, minus 1 whole power 1 plus, so this is first row, second column, 1 plus 2 is minus, right? Got the point? Signs are very important here. You can easily find out the minor, but what about the sign? So this is minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1. Oh, let me put the signs also here. That would be easier thing to do. For the reference of 3 by 3 matrix, what would be the signs? The first element, first row, first column, what is the sign? Minus 1 whole power plus 1 plus 1 is plus. What about minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2 is minus. Okay, what about minus 1 whole power 1 plus 3? Again plus. Yeah, that's good. These are our reference signs. Once you follow the reference signs, it won't be. Okay, so once you follow the reference signs, there won't be any problem, right? What about second row, first column? Minus. It has to start with minus. Second row, second column, 2 plus 2, 4. That is plus. Second row, third column, 2 plus 3, 5 is odd number, so minus. Okay, it made our job easier. This is even number, 3 plus 1, third row, first column, so plus. Next, third row, second column, odd number, so minus. Odd number minus, right? Even number plus, minus 1 whole power even number is plus, minus 1 whole power odd number is going to be negative, right? What about third row, third column, that is again even number, so plus. So plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. So these are the reference signs while finding the cofactors for a 3 by 3 matrix. We established this one, so it would be easier to follow, right? So second one, the minor is 7, cofactor will be minus 7. The third one, this is minus 4, this is 80, yeah, this one, this also we calculated earlier, that is 14. So you can simply place 14 here. Got the point? Right. So here, forget about the sign because we have the sign matrix here. Okay, uh, delete this row, this column, plus 1 plus 2, so that is 3. What about sign? Sign is negative. Okay, uh, we follow this one. Second row, second column, 1 plus 6, 9. So this is 9. What about this one? Minus 2 plus 6, so 4. What about sign? Negative, so minus 4. Okay, right. What about this? 3 plus 3, 6. Sign is positive. 6 is already there. Okay, this one minus 3, hmm, minus 3. So sorry, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5. But reference sign is negative. So minus 1 to minus 5 is plus 5. Okay, right. See here, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5. Reference is negative, right? So multiply with minus plus 5. Every time we have to multiply with that reference sign. This is minus 3. Oh, last time also we entered this time also we encountered a similar way. Minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. Reference sign is positive, so no problem. Okay, all right. Oh, sorry. The sign should be here only. Every time move, move. Wait a minute. 5. That is 5 only, right? Minus 3, minus 2, 5 only. Okay. Okay, that's good. Fair enough. Now, what you need to find? Adjoint. Right. It's not a great deal. Why I need to take one more? Take this one only. Adjoint will be having the same elements, right? So I will be placing it here like we always write adjoint matrix ADJ. No, ADJ. Okay, just we are what we are doing. That's a good question to ask. We need to find the transpose. That's pretty simple, right? So see this matrix and just do the transpose. Minus 7 here, 14 here, 14 here. That's good. Fair enough. What about second column? Minus 3 here. Mm-hmm. That is 9 only. Okay. Minus 4. Okay. Fair enough. What about third column? Starts with 6. Yeah, 6. 5 is the next element. Alright. Last element won't change, right? Diagonal elements won't change in the transpose. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. This is adjoint. What about A inverse? Inverse of A. Again, we can make use of this while writing adjoint, because what is the difference? There is no difference. 1 by that A. You need to multiply with inverse of A. You need to multiply this with 1 by that A. Right? That's it. What is that A? Anyway, you remember? This is the that A. 1 by 18. Okay? That's it. So I'm going to write 1 by 18 here. Okay? Isn't it easy? I appears so. Right. So that's it. That is where we are stopping it here, because inverse of A we found, right. Uh, and if there are any calculation mistakes that you have to take care of, okay. But this is the procedure anyway. This inverse, I need not to go to the separate sheet. This space is enough to find the inverse of the matrix shown here. Why? That is 2 by 2, right? Pretty simple. 1 by 15 is the determinant. What I call determinant. 15 is the determinant. So 1 by that A. Now I need to write the adjoint of A. So adjoint matrix I am directly writing 3 here. Okay, find the adjoint of this 0, place it here. Okay, now, oh, no problem, no problem, let it go. Now find the adjoint of this, place it here, -2, right. What about the last one? 5 only. Okay, you need to close the bracket. Yes. Did I follow the sign convention? Yes. 3 here, 5 here, 0 -2 appears here. In the inverse, it has to come here. 2 0 will appear here in the cofactor matrix. Okay, inverse of cofactor is like this. Okay, so this is the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, shown here. Fair enough, fair enough. This is very important topic. Okay, even though that is not covered, I was telling you, right, to find the rank, the matrix must be non-singular, right, to have the highest rank. Okay, highest possible rank, the matrix should be non-singular. Okay, anyway, we are knowing about the rank of the matrix detailedly here. Okay, a positive integer r is said to be rank of a non-zero matrix if at least one minor of the order r is non-zero. All minors of higher order than r are 0. It is denoted by rho of a. You didn't get the point, right? Positive integer r is said to be the rank of a non-zero matrix if at least one minor of order r is non-zero. Okay, all minors higher order than r are 0. Okay, it is denoted by rank of a. Let's say you have a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, minor of 2 by 2 matrix within that matrix is not 0. Okay, and 3 by 3 matrix determinant is 0, let's say. Okay, then the rank will be 2. Okay, let's say all the in the 3 by 3 matrix all the 2 by 2 determinants are zeros. Okay, but 1 by 1 determinant is 1 by 1 minor is not 0. Sorry, all the 2 by 2 minors are 0. Okay, so what is the rank? Rank is 1, like that. Okay, we will be it will be more clear when we look at the examples. No problem. From the definition of the rank, it follows the rank of a non-singular matrix of order n is n if the matrix is singular, its rank is less than n. Yes, if the rank of non-singular matrix of the order n is n. If the matrix is singular, its rank is always less than n. Okay, the rank of a m by n matrix A can at most be equal to the smaller number of m and n, but it may be less. Okay, this is not a square matrix, right? If it is a rectangular matrix m by n, the rank would be less than or equal to minimum of m and n. Okay, if there is a non-zero minor of order r, the rank is greater than or equal to r, right? The rank of the null matrix is 0. The rank of non-zero matrix is always greater than or equal to 1. The rank of In, I you already know, unit matrix. The unit matrix of order n is equal to 1. Okay, that you can check. I2 rank will be 2, I3 rank will be 3. Rank of A equal to rank of A transpose. Okay, if you transpose also, the rank won't change. Find the rank of 5 to 6, 3. Oh, that's good. 2 by find the determinant 15 minus 12, 3. So rank is not equal to 0, rank is 2. What about this? 6 minus 6, 0. Okay. So rank is less than 2, rank is 1. Okay. Minors exist, no problem, right? Minors exist, 1 by 1 minus exist. So the rank will be 1. Find the rank of this. Again, you need to find the determinant. If the determinant is going to 0, rank is less than 3. Okay. So determinant is not 0. So rank is full rank. that is 3. Okay, right. Find the rank of this. This is 2 by 4. Find any two second order determinant that is not 0. Okay, take any one example. Okay, out of the possible combinations, one shouldn't be 0. So is not equal to 0, so our rank is 2. Okay, find the rank of this. This is 3 by 4 matrix. Now you need to take any 3 by 3. Okay, if this one is 0, a1 is 0, a2 is 0, a3 is also 0. How many possibilities are there? 3 by 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, anything else? A1, A2, A3, A4, all are 0. So all third order minus vanish. So rank is less than 3. Again go for 2 by 2. Rank is not 0. Sorry, determinant is not 0. So rank is 2. Okay. Okay, we'll stop it here. We'll do this exercise part in the next session. Okay. Thank you. See how beautiful this nature is. You also start planting the trees. Let us bring a new change in our society. Let us plant the trees and let others plant the trees. Let's take this pledge seriously from now. Thank you.